Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students and my worthy colleagues. Upon the request of one of my colleagues, I am making the current video describing and explaining the difference between extended writing and directed writing. These are the two most technical questions of 0500 IGCSE English First Language English syllabus. And my purpose will be to clarify the difference so that the new teachers as well as the students who are going to have their retake examinations in October, November 25, they can clarify the concept of these two questions and they attempt them very well. In case there is some inquiry or some query on your part, don't hesitate to write in the comment box and also mention if you have any query with regarding any other part of the syllabus. I will try my best to reply it as well as make a video related to the topic. So let's get started and see that what is the difference between these two questions. And the first difference that you have to remember is that directed writing is part of the writing paper and writing paper is called P2, whereas extended writing is part of the reading paper, which is called paper 1. Basically, these two questions are from two different papers. So, in the pressure of exam, sometimes the students get confused. So, please don't be confused because they are from different papers. The second difference is the difference of marks. As far as directed writing is concerned, in the syllabus of IGCSE 0500 English First Language, the directed writing question has 40 marks, whereas extended writing question has 25 marks. But as far as the depth of the question is concerned, extended writing is more technical, more deep, and more implicit than directed writing. And this difference I will explain further. The third difference is the difference of time duration for these two questions. In directed writing, in paper 2, as you know that there are just two questions to attempt. Therefore, the examiner roughly allocates 1 hour for the attempt of directed writing. You can easily distribute two questions in 2 hours time. There is no problem of time management in paper 2 writing. Therefore, directed writing can be attempted easily. As far as the extended writing question is concerned, here you have to manage time very, very precisely because in extended writing, in paper 1, while attempting extended writing, you will have to manage time around 40 to 45 minutes you will be able to spare with great difficulty because prior to extended writing, there are three more questions which you have to attempt in the form of text A, comprehension, basic questions, text B, summary writing, and then the language related questions of 2D and 2C. But here, extended writing, you have very little time. Therefore, the biggest challenge of paper 1 will be time management, and the most difficult question which you have to attempt at the end is extended writing. Therefore, its technique should be very clear and lot of rehearsal and practice is required beforehand. Now let's look at the division of marks in both the questions. Directed writing has the following division. There are 15 marks for content and there are 25 marks for the quality of writing. This is how it makes a total of 40 marks. Whereas in extended writing, there are 15 marks for content and there are 10 marks for the quality of writing. The detail will be shared further. Now let's look at the difference of bullet points. In directed writing, there are just two bullet points and they ask for the evaluation of ideas, opinions and attitudes given in both texts. Whereas the second bullet point demands explain your concerns about the topic in question. In extended writing, there will be 100% three bullet points. And what will be they asking? The first bullet point deals with the explicit meaning of things. And this is called R1. The second bullet point also deals with the explicit meaning of things. Whereas the last bullet point deals with the, you can say, the implicit meaning of things. The first two bullet points both relate with the explicit meaning in extended writing, whereas the last bullet point deals with the implicit level of meaning, and this is called R2. And if you want to obtain the best score in extended writing, the third bullet point should be answered in absolute detail. Only then you will be awarded a higher grade in this question. Then there is also the difference of paragraphs because the number of content points and bullet points are different. So paragraphs would also be different. In directed writing, mostly there are 4 to 5 paragraphs. Why did I say 4 to 5 paragraph? Because sometimes the student make a separate paragraph of conclusion and sometimes they merge it with evaluation. Both are correct. There is no problem with that. But in extended writing, since there are majorly 3 bullet points and in 2 types like interview and report writing, there is no need to write introduction and conclusion. Therefore, just 3 paragraphs answer will be written. But in other types like magazine article, like speech, you can write very brief introduction and purpose, and you can write the conclusion also separately. In directed writing, content points have to be picked and expressed in own words. There can be and there should be a separate paragraph of evaluation. Whereas in extended writing, details will be picked from the text and then they will be converted in own words. And most importantly, each detail has to be developed. If you will not develop each bullet point, each detail, if you will not develop each detail and the development, if it is missing, then there is no hope of gaining good marks. This is the essence of the difference between the two. Because in directed writing, you make just 1 paragraph of evaluation. Whereas in extended writing, each detail has to be developed simultaneously and it should be developed. Otherwise, you will not gain good marks in extended writing. If there are further inquiries on these two topics, don't hesitate to ask. I can even share samples depending upon your comments. I hope that you will be able to prove yourself in the coming exams. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.